please stand? You may be seated. Before we get started, we have an awful lot of photographers. So those of you who are not getting paid, if you would, just enjoy this beautiful ceremony that Heather has designed. Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening.
The Lords of Cobalt are smiling upon us all on this day in which we have come together in celebration of the joining together of David and Heather. On their behalf, I would like to welcome and thank you all for being here. They are delighted that you are here today to share in their joy during this wonderful moment in their lives. By your presence, you celebrate with them the love they have discovered in each other, and you support their decision to commit themselves to one another for the rest of their lives.
President,
you want to get a little closer. You are getting married.
I'm afraid he's going to kill me first.
No, not yet. David and Heather, the relationship that you have nourished together stands for love that will blossom and grow with each passing day. For all of this has happened before, and it will happen again. Before you knew love, you were friends, and it was from this seed of friendship that is now your destiny. Marriage is the clasping of hands, the blending of hearts. The union of two lives is one. Marriage is caring as much about the other person's welfare as your own. David and Heather, this commitment of marriage is one of the most important decisions two people can make in their lives. Marriage is a promise of hope between two people who love each other, who trust each other, who honor one another as individuals in their togetherness, and who wish to share their future together. As husband and wife, you should be one in purpose. You are to love one another completely and unselfishly, so that you seek each other's well-being and happiness. Marriage is learning a new and more wonderful meaning of togetherness. Being proud of each other's accomplishments, like when David unlocked a perk, which I have no idea what. But I'm sure all of you do, right? But willing to share disappointments as well. For example, how come it's always you? When David forgets to set the DVR for Heather and she misses her episodes of The Closer. Marriage means never being lonely, nor being afraid of tomorrow, because of the strength that you derive from each other. It's being in love with life and placing a special value on each moment, simply because you have each other. A lasting marriage is based on all of these, bound together by this very strong love that you share. I encourage you to remind yourselves often of what brought you together. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, the gentleness, and the kindness that your connection deserves. And whenever frustrations and difficulties arise, remember to focus on what is right between you, not on the part which seems wrong. Your marriage is an opportunity for growth, for full self-expression, and for lifting your lives to its highest potential. Now Cal has a special reading for you.
Hi everyone. Last time I gave a speech in front of Heather was for her engagement party, and I got slightly emotional. And so upon doctor's orders, I had a little whiskey before but I'm still feeling emotional. So rule 1 of DragonCon is just because somebody looks like a doctor doesn't necessarily mean they have the medical training to do it. When two people are at one in their innermost hearts, they shatter even the strength of iron or bronze. And when two people understand each other in their innermost hearts, their words are sweet and strong, like the fragrance of orchids. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter to each other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be the warmth for each other. Now you are two persons, but there is only one life ahead. Go now and enter into the days of your life together. And may your days be good and long upon the earth. Treat yourselves and each other with respect, and remind yourselves what you've brought here together. Remind yourselves of the tenderness, the kindness, the gentleness that your connection deserves. When frustration, difficulty, and fear assail your relationship, as they threaten all relationships from time to another, remember to focus on love. In this way, you can ride out the storms and the clouds, especially when they hide the face of the sun. But we know that behind those clouds, the sun is still there. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your life together, it will be marked by abundance and delight. Thank you.
Thank you, Cal. Now, as we come to this point in the ceremony, David, will you take Heather, choosing her from all others in the 12 colonies, to be your wife? Will you love and comfort her, recognize and honor her, stand by her in all things, always giving her the best of yourself? Will you promise to be open, honest, and loving with her through all the changes in your life?
I do.
And Heather, will you take David, choosing him from all others in the 12 colonies, to be your husband? Will you love and comfort him, recognize and honor him, stand by him in all things, always giving him the best of yourself? Will you promise to be open, honest, and loving with him through all the changes of your life?
I do.
Will you? Will you please join hands and face each other? David and Heather, you are about to exchange the vows which will unite you as husband and wife. These vows serve as a verbal representation of the promises that you've already made to one another. But please be aware that it is not the words you will speak that will bond you together as one, but it is the inner sense of love and commitment that each of you feels within your souls. You may express your personal vows.
Get yourself together.
Yes.
David, never did I think your Rico Suave moves would work on someone like me. But they did, because look where we are now. I love you so much. You're my best amigo, my rock, and my court jester. You have the rare ability to calm my ferocious temper, and you've saved many lives doing so. There are so many things I love about you. I love that no matter what accent you attempt, from British to Italian, you always sound like a Southern Christopher Walken. love your inability to master lyrics of the song. I love the face you make when you know you're in the doghouse. All these things make me laugh, and that's why I love you. David, you're my soulmate. I wish my father could be here and could have met you. Though I do believe that even though he's no longer here in corporeal form, I feel he has something to do with us finding one another. He wanted his Wiccan liberal hippie tree-hugging daughter to live in balanced life. So he gave me you, a Southern gun-toting Catholic Republican. And thank you, David, for putting up with my craziness. And I feel not only am I gaining an outstanding husband, but an amazing housewife. And just thank you for accepting me and loving me for me. Nice.
Heather, the moment you made contact in my greatest, alarms went off in my heart as I said condition 1 throughout the show. That was 2 years ago and it feels like only yesterday. You always make me laugh with the little things you do, whether it be you dressing up as a rabbi and dancing to Thriller, or impersonating Alan Rickman, and everything else that leads to. I truly fell in love with you the first time I laid eyes on you. You're smart, beautiful, sexy, witty, very outspoken, and at the same time, sensitive, caring, loving, and you make me feel like I am your knight in shining armor. I cherish the moments we spent together, from going shooting, killing zombies, burning it up at Dragon Con, or staying at home watching a movie together. I vow to respect you and commit myself to you, and you alone. I also promise to nurture our love for this lifetime and the next. For this moment happening now, and it will happen again, for our love is eternal. So say we all.
So say we all.
Can I have the rings, please? Isn't she the cutest?
It's my little sister.
Take them off.
Oh, they need.
Yeah.
You all will have to see these rings after this. They are cute.
They're made out of adamantium.
Indestructible.
Okay. A wedding ring is a circle. And a circle is a symbol of the sun, the earth, and the universe. It is a symbol of holiness and of perfection and of peace. In these rings, it is a symbol of unity in which your lives are now joined in one unbroken circle, in which wherever you go, you will always return to one another and to your togetherness. You take her ring, place it on her finger. Go ahead. And repeat after me. Heather.
Heather.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
in token of my devotion
in token of my devotion
and love.
and love,
And with my heart,
and with my heart,
I promise to you
I promise to you
all that I am.
all that I am.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I marry you
I marry you,
and join my life to yours.
and bring my life to yours.
A kiss. Place it on his finger. And repeat after me. David,
David,
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
in token of my devotion
in token of my devotion
and love.
and love.
And with my heart,
And with my heart,
I promise to you
I promise to you
all that I am.
all that I am.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I marry you.
I marry you.
And join my life to you.
And join my life to yours.
Now will you please join hands? This is your handfasting. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your life. These are the hands that will countless times wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. And these are the hands that will help you to hold your family together as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the same unbroken tenderness with just a touch. And so it is.